Yo, what's up Freeze Army, and welcome to the Caravella Conundrum featured contract set in Paris. My name is Mr. Freeze2244. I probably pronounced that name wrong, but never mind. I'm going to bring along our coin for this one, your concealable baton. We're going to start in the AV Centre, and I'm going to bring along our silver baller, and that's all you're going to need for this featured contract. So first of all, once the level loads up, grab that fireworks remote, and trigger it once you start running down this area over here. That's going to cause Novikov to walk in your direction, and we're actually going to grab him on the way back. We need to take him out with a fire axe while disguised as a sheik. So once you come into the room, pull out your concealable baton and throw it at the sheik's head. Immediately grab it, pull out your pistol, shoot the bodyguard in the leg, and then throw the baton at his head before he gets up. Quickly put on the sheik's disguise and go and grab that fire axe that we ran past a little bit earlier, and quickly catch up to Novikov. Now you have to do this all pretty quickly for this all to set up and for to work properly, so make sure you do this pretty quickly. So just before he enters the door, aim for the axe, and as soon as he enters the door, just going to throw the axe to the back of his head and then drag his body into the bathroom here. There's going to be a police officer in here on some occasions, not all occasions but some of them, but he always has his back to you anyway, so you don't really need to worry about him. Once you've dumped his body in the crate, we need to go and get a kitchen knife, and then we need to throw it at Darla Margolis' head while disguised as Helmut Kruger. It's not particularly hard, but it can be a little bit long trying to get Helmut Kruger's disguise. That's the only downside about this. But once you come into this little kitchen here, we need to grab a knife, but you are going to get suspicious when you grab a knife, so you have to make sure everyone at his back is turned to you before you grab the knife itself. Now there is another knife here just behind this woman here, she's just here, so once we grab that we can put it away immediately, and we'll get away with there without getting suspicious at all. Now we have been spotted by the cameras, so we will take those cameras out a little bit later on. Make sure you remember that if you want to try and get Silent Assassin rating for this particular featured contract. Now what we need to do is go and grab the Helmut Kruger's disguise. Now he does come over here in the corner, he'll make a phone call, as you should know by now, and that's when we're going to grab his disguise. We're going to take out the bodyguard as well, just to save some hassle of potentially getting caught, you know, taking him out. So we're going to take him out first, and then we'll grab Helmut Kruger. So there is going to be a bodyguard coming down momentarily. I'll skip it to the point where Kruger is over in the corner, and then I'll continue from there. So this bodyguard is going to be walking toward where Helmut Kruger is going to be in the corner. We're just going to subdue him before Helmut Kruger moves over to the right area, and we're going to subdue Helmut Kruger as well. Grab his disguise. We don't need to grab his phone, but for some reason I did it anyway. I think it's just a force of habit really, because every time you get Helmut Kruger's disguise you always tend to pick up the phone. And I did something that you shouldn't do really. It's not really necessary. I actually called Dahlia because I wanted to drag this body and dump it in the crate just in front of us, but because I engaged in this conversation right here, which I do not advise by the way, it will not let me drag anybody or skip this conversation, so I'm forced to listen to this message, unfortunately. But regardless, we just got to drag the body into the crate. We would have saved a few seconds if we actually just got on with it and dragged his body in the closet straight away rather than picking up the phone. But once that's finished anyway, we're just going to drag his body, dump it in the crate. We already have the kitchen knife, so all we've got to do now is just head straight to where Darla Margolis is. Nice and easy. This disguise will get you everywhere in the palace, apart from the attic, that is. You can run past all the checkpoints, and there's no frisk points or anything like that, so you can run straight into her room. At this point, if you've followed up to this point so far, Darla Margolis should be in her room right now with her assistant, or whatever you want to call him, and he is going to be in the room with a guard as well. So once you take a seat in the room, the guard should leave the room, and Darla Margolis and her assistant is going to be in the room still. What we'll have to then need to do is create a distraction in the bathroom, because this conversation goes on for a long time, and for some reason you can't even bump into them or anything like that, or distract them with the clock radio in here. So what I found would be a reliable strategy is by throwing a coin into the bathroom. Darla Margolis herself always comes into the bathroom, and it's not her assistant, so I'm not completely sure why that happens, but Diana McAuliffe herself comes into the bathroom, so it's good news for us because it makes it nice and easy. So we're just going to throw that kitchen knife at the back of her head, dump her in the closet, and then we're going to head straight to the exit. But we're going to take the basement exit because we need to take out the cameras. We need to do that. I mean, if we started at the start of the mission and shot out the cameras, there's 2 cameras at the start, and we wouldn't have enough time to catch up with Novikov to throw the axe at the back of his head. So that's the reason why we had to just forced to get spotted, really. Otherwise there would be a long strategy of getting Novikov alone and trying to take him out with the Sheik's disguise. So this is the reason why I just didn't bother about the cameras. So that's why I'm going to the basement now, take them out and taking the basement exit. It doesn't really matter. I mean, this is not a speed run or anything, so I think we made pretty good time anyway. Apart from making that phone call, the unnecessary phone call that is. So we're just going to pull out a pistol down here, shoot out the evidence right there. There you go. And then we'll take the basement exit. And then we'll get the silent assassin for the Caravella Conundrum. And yeah. I haven't done a feature contract for a while, so I need to get back into doing some of these. And we can move on to some other contracts and stuff like that. So that's going to do it for this video. So thank you very much for watching. Feel free to drop a like and subscribe here if you are new to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.